This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. No, I'm not even trying to sing. I told you people, my children have banned me from singing. They told me I make a joyful noise. That is their way of telling me, Mommy, you can't sing. And unfortunately, both of them can sing. But you know what? I still make my joyful noise, okay? Because my God does not care. He's not giving me the voice. At least I even have a voice. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Coach Corey. This is the place to inspire, motivate, and we impact. Okay, so why am I singing this little light of mine? We all have a light. Everybody, even if you don't think you have a light, you have a light. As long as you're living and breathing, you have a light. Now, there's always someone trying to dim your light, like for real. And I'm going to give you, today I want to share with you a very real story in my life with the hope to encourage you to not allow other people to dim your light, and also to be careful not to be a hater. You know, we talk about haters, but we don't think we can be haters. Hello? So anyway, true story. The year 2003. This your girl has just landed in Nairobi, Kenya. Earlier on, I landed in November of 2002, relocated back from the US. So trying to, find my way, start a new business. I identify a business and I decide, okay, I am going to be all things weddings in terms of wedding accessories, fabrics, and I was going to bring in really good fabrics. So your girl here packs up, goes outside the country, comes back with a good shipment. I create me this catalog, so that now I can talk to the top designers in Kenya. At that time, there's no social media. Marketing is hard unless you're using, newspapers and just word of mouth. So I heard of this fashion show that was happening, and I was like, you know what? Make yourself available. Go knock on that door. How are they gonna come if they don't even know about you? Hello? So what do? Put together a catalog. I paid some big money. And you know how it is when you're starting a business, you're really tight on funds. And even if you have money, you're really careful, because I had been spending and nothing was coming in. So I'm really trying to be careful how I spend the money that I have. So huyo mimi fashion show, I see, okay. I start to realize who are the big names in the industry. So what do? My plan. I had a plan. People, I had a plan. Okay. So after the fashion show, I'm going to go backstage and I'm going to introduce myself and show them my catalogs. And of course, because, hello, it's your girl, Corey. They're going to buy. Hey, what's not to buy? And I will be saving them a trip to going all over the place, because a lot of them are making for high end. I was targeting people who were really looking at high end fabrics. So I had really brought quality bridal fabrics or evening gowns or just something that you could put together and just look like you're walking on the red carpet. Anyhow, so your girl here is proper, put together. I am dressed properly. I'm going to meet the creme de la creme of the Kenyan Design Society. So I go backstage and I approach this one designer. Just looking at me. She looked at me and she decided I was not worth her time. And she told me, go away. And then, I've carried my catalog, it's here. And so I'm trying to show her, and I actually just look like a hawker, for real. I look like a hawker. Those hawkers who go hawking CDs, and they're like, that's what I look like, at least in that moment and time. In my eyes, that's not what I look like, but I'm pretty sure to her that's what I look like. So I'm trying to show her my quality, new bridal beaded satin. Well, come on. And she's like, go away. And she sneered at me. Guy, shock. Hey, okay, this is how business is done in Kenya. Oh my goodness, people, I was put in my place. Anyhow, let's go on. So, okay, I was deflated. I was kicked to the curb real quick. And I was shown the door. Anyhow, so we're done with that. I'm like, I'm not giving up. God has put something in me, and I knew that I can do this business. I knew that I was not chancing. And in any case, my shop is full of fabric, over $1 million shillings. Let me say it was over $10,000 worth of fabric and accessories in my store. You think that is going to go to as my children need to eat? Excuse me. So now it was to regroup. So the next thing I did was, fortunately, there was a Kenya Fashion Week that was coming up. Thank you to the lady who was putting together Kenya Fashion Week at that time, because that thing helped me. So I got a stand, and part of their promotion of the of Kenya Fashion Week was they would do this media, like I said, there was no social media, so they would have media events. And so I was invited to a media event, and what I also did is, after I was shooed away by this elitist, I went and looked for a designer who was close to my shop. By then, she was not well known at the time. She was just a regular designer, but she knew her stuff. I told her, listen, I can't stitch to save my life. You stitch, I produce the fabric. So we partnered. I would donate the fabric, she would stitch, and so both our names would kind of go out there. So we were invited for a media event at a top people 5-star hotel in Nairobi, and they had given us models. Kenya Fashion Week had given us models. So I strutted my fabrics. By then I was so confident, let me tell you. I thank God for America, because I did not have that confidence before. I had another level of confidence of kareke. Anyway, so I with this lady, we were working together. We dressed the models, and they let me tell you, they were on point. They were on point. They strutted my fabrics, like there was no other fabrics on the face of the earth. And were very loyal to show up on time, and those are some of the things that really stood out for the organizers, that other designers would be told to come, some of them would show up late, the media would be tired, they'd be gone, but not this girl. We were always on time, and we did it. And at that event, that lady, remember Miss Shushu Go Away, at one of those events, because there was quite a number, but at one of those events, Miss Shushu Away showed up. She done showed up. Now at this point, my name is kind of getting out there. Corey's, because our business was called Corey's, Corey's Wedding Solutions. So our name is getting out there. There's this new business, and we're getting some traction. It's still early, but we're getting a little traction. And so she introduces herself to me. There's a little cocktail after the event, and she says, "Hi, Corey. We haven't met." Hey, excuse me. The woman does not even remember me. We have not met. So of course I compose myself, and I'm trying to look dignified, but everything in me, I want to tell Jesus, move over. I sort this one out. But I said, actually, we have. Ish. Hey! You could hear a pin drop. So she's like, where? I told her, I came to your fashion show. And let me tell you, with a very straight face and matter of fact, and there was a few of us at the cocktail table, I said, you shooed me away. You just told me, go away with your fabrics. we are not used to confronting our haters, especially in that time. I come from a generation that doesn't do things like that. But if you know me and if you know my personality, I don't have time to waste. I don't do fake relationships. So she was very apologetic, and I gave her grace for that. That was very adult of her, really it was. And she said, "Can we start over?" I said, "Sure, absolutely." Again, it's business. Don't catch personal. We move on. At the end of the day, I got a business to run, you got a business to run, and you know what? We're gonna make it happen, okay? So she said, "Hi, my name is so and so," and I said, "Hi, my name is Corey. Nice to meet you." And from there, by then we kicked it off and we did good business together. But what's my point to this whole story? Don't let anybody dim your light. Do not let anybody dim your light. Yeah. In fact, after that event, the next thing I saw myself without ever asking. Talk of God's favor. Saturday magazine cover. It was on the cover. A picture of one of my models, and they were saying, "Corey's Wedding Solution. There is a new brand in town and they're stopping at nothing." Come on, let me tell you. It felt good. I knew it felt good. I won't lie. It felt good. But I learned an important lesson, and I have tried it to be very sensitive to people who come to me when they're hawking their wares. They're just trying to make a living. If you can, support them. If you can't, just encourage them. Someone on the streets, especially those of us who live in Nairobi, because Nairobi, we have hawkers everywhere, and you can't buy from everyone. But you don't have to be nasty. You can say something nice. You can encourage somebody. Okay? So as I wrap up this video, the lesson for today was, don't dim somebody's light, because your light will never be dimmer because you lit someone else. Be blessed. If you like this content, please do not hesitate to subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, bye-bye.